Hi, I'm Dawn Rohrer. I'm an instructor here at the Massillon Museum. Welcome to the November Do the Mew. Today we'll be making 3D construction paper turkeys. For this project, you're going to need a couple colors of construction paper. So I'm using red, orange, and yellow for fall. A small piece of brown paper or a paper bag or something that you've colored for the body of the turkey. You're going to need scissors, a Sharpie or some kind of marker, googly eyes. You also need something to cut a straight line. So you might use a ruler, or I have a paper cutter that allows me to keep my line straight. You're going to want some glue or maybe even a stapler. And just a bonus thing, you don't have to have this, but a clip or something to hold your wet pieces together. The first part that we're going to do today involves making the feathers. I am going to tell you though that for our younger viewers, you might want some help from an adult to complete this part. What you're going to do is you're going to take your construction paper and you're going to measure out an inch strip lengthwise. Most pieces of construction paper will give you about 8 pieces. That's far more than we actually need, so it gives you a couple extra in case you mess up. You're going to do this to all 3 of your construction paper pieces. This part gets a little bit tricky. So you're going to arrange your strips of paper with about an inch gap. That means you're going to leave it so that one is just a little bit taller. The bottom one will always be taller. Okay, see how they're just a little bit different? So once you have them stacked the way you want, you're going to try to keep them still together and cut at the shortest point. So I would cut the extra yellow and orange off so that everything lines up with the red. I have that done. You're going to do that 4 times. So after that, you should have something that looks like this, where it's all the same level at the bottom, but your top is still layered. The next step involves taking each piece, you're going to start with the littlest, and bringing it down to meet it at the bottom. So it's level at the bottom. You're going to put a little stripe of glue. You don't want to use too much, but you want to make sure that it will hold. A little stripe of glue at the bottom and then hold. And you're going to do that to each layer. Whoops. Okay. So when you're done and everything is glued together, you're going to have a part like this where you can see the 3 different layers. You might want to give it a minute to hold it, or this is where your clip can come in handy, and hold it to dry while you're working on the next one. You're going to do that with each one of your 4 layers. So after you've done that to each of your 4 layers, you're going to end up with 4 of your teardrop shapes. When they're all dry and ready, you're going to then combine each of those shapes at the bottom point, making sure that they're level as well. Again, this is where your clip can come into play and hold them tight so that they can dry. While that is drying, we're going to make the body of our turkey. You can either draw it on your own or trace it. One easy way to do it is to take your brown piece of paper and just make an 8. You don't quite want them to sit on top of each other. You might want to overlap it a little bit. So you're going to make sure that the top circle is smaller than the bottom circle. After you draw it, just cut it out. This is what I have. Here you can have a little bit of fun and get a little creative. So you can either use googly eyes for your turkey, or you can draw them on with a marker. You can also use your scrap pieces of orange and yellow or red, however you want to do it, and make the beak and the gobbler. Glue your pieces onto the body of the turkey. When you're done, your feathers should be about dry, at least enough to be stable, and you're going to take your turkey body and glue it on to your feathers. Now, the trick with this is that you want to make sure that the bottom is about level, maybe a little bit lower than the feathers of the turkey. That will allow it to stand up so you can display it. Thanks for joining in today. I hope you enjoyed this craft. And here at MassMute, everyone wishes you a happy Thanksgiving.